It's the 69th Rolex Sydney Hobart yacht race and all eyes are on the two leading boats in the fleet. Wild Oats 11, skippered by Mark Richards, six-time line honours winner and race record holder. And Perpetual Loyal, skippered by Anthony Bell, who won in 2011. Both boasting new or improved boats, the rivalry between crews and skippers has reached a whole new level.
Quite up to that big slide down the coast, but it never happened.
Who'll come out on top in the Great Race South? Time will tell.
Mark Richards is here to win a race. This sport's in his blood from when he was a kid. He's lived and breathed it all the time. Every day he goes out there to win. He doesn't go for a social sail. I spoke to him last week. I asked him about funny moments in the Hobarts. He says, we don't have funny moments on Wild Oats 11. We're there to win.
Yeah, so now the forecast is changeable, I think. The word changeable.
Well, Anthony Bell, he's from a different side of the fence, really. He's a different character than Mark Richards. While he still likes to win races and he's competitive from that point of view, his motivation for this event is also to raise money for charity for the Loyal Foundation. Sure, Anthony Bell is doing this for charity, but underneath that skin, he really does want to win a race as well. It's been 4 years since he's been in this game. Mark Richards has done this race 11 times now, so Anthony Bell can be seen as a bit of an outsider coming in. I wouldn't go as far as saying an interloper, but certainly I think there's that little tinge of, who's this young kid on the block?
A fleet of 94 will head south this year, and of course it is headlined by the Battle of the Super Maxis.
77 boats last year, 94 this year. It's going to be an absolute cracker.
The little boats are trying to get clear air and just trying to find some flattish water.
What a way to start this incredible race, the Everest of ocean racing. There's the gun, and they are away in the Great Race South. The 69th Rolex Sydney Hobart is underway. And this fleet is racing to get to North Head here in Sydney and get out of Sydney Harbour and continue south. What a spectacle.
So I'd say it's probably an even start between Perpetual Loyal and Wild Oats, and the big thing now is who's got the angle right to the first mark.
They are racing three abreast, flying down Sydney Harbour.
And you can just see Wild Oats starting to open up now. Plenty of boat speed.
Go. Come main on. And you can see Mark Richards there on Wild Oats 11 is just doing everything he can to try and get that little bit extra speed out of Wild Oats 11. He needs to get the nose of Wild Oats 11 in front of Perpetual so they can turn cleanly at the mark.
Let's go, mate, on, come on.
Have a look at that side by side, two of the world's great super maxis. Wild Oats 11, the defending champ, and Perpetual Loyal, which we know to be and is regarded as one of the fastest 100-footers anywhere in the world. Closing in on the turning mark now, and this is going to be a pretty wild right-hander. Perpetual Loyal is edging right up beside Wild Oats 11. This is a show of muscle.
You ready?
Only 622 miles to go.
Easy, smoke it. Go, Phil.
He has room.
Okay, let's go.
Wild Oats has luffing rights here. He can cause the boat on the right-hand side of him, and that's a luff there, so Anthony Bell's responding. Wild Oats are pulled away, heading to the mark, and Perpetual Loyal, just for some reason, does not come down quick enough.
Just over 8 minutes into this Rolex Sydney Hobart race.
Well, we certainly have the match race already in this great start. But there you've got the top 7 boats, very close indeed.
Wild Oats 11 has the upper hand. Mark Richards got what he likes. He will be first out of the heads as they head to open ocean.
Here comes the rest of the boats, just rounding the first mark back at the heads.
The competition is no less intense back amongst these guys because they know their class, they know their competitors, and they are racing as hard as they can at the moment.
Well, any one of these boats can win on handicap, and that is the overall prize.
And as you look at Wild Oats too, the boat which has had so much work leading into this year's race to try and make it better and faster. You can see the canting keel just underneath the waterline there. Amazing piece of engineering, 12 tons of torpedo-shaped lead ballast that can swing at it up to 40 degrees and just get the boat into its optimum speed. They're trekking south now. The Sydney Hobart fleet is well on its way. They have rounded the final mark outside Sydney Harbour, and you're looking at first and second, Wild Oats 11 and Perpetual Loyal. It is game on.